Hey everyone, thanks for joining. It's Patty from pspapercrafts, and I have another fun fold for you today. It's Friday, fun fold day, and today we're going to make a double Z fold card. So it opens like this. So you'll see there's the double Z's. I guess it goes this way, and it's nice because it stands up. It doesn't flop over or anything. So this one I made using this cute pick of the patch stamp set, and you can put jack-o'-lantern faces on it, but I think it's really adorable. And these two pumpkins along with the stem and this little flower will punch out with the coordinating punch. So this is really cool. And then I use the designer series paper, the inked botanicals, and I just have been using lots of this. I love this paper. It's so pretty, and I thought it was a good fall background. I need to make a bunch of thank you cards, so this one was a thank you card. And of course we're going to use different product for the next one. We are going to use, let me just get it. This is something new for me. It's in the catalog, the mini catalog. It's called Modern Garden, and there's a stamp set, and then the punch is this, they're calling it an oval, modern oval punch. So it's it's pretty shiny. It's this shape. Might be a better way to look at it. But I love the paper. It's just beautiful. We're going to use this. I have it all cut already. I haven't really dug into this. These are poinsettias, so you can make this. It has this flower stamp and then the inside stamp. So I think it's really pretty. It's got Poppy Parade and Pretty Peacock, Calypso Coral. I love this, but I didn't want to use this today because I feel like it would be hidden. This has to be the kind of the center of the show. So I thought this paper would be good. So let's get started with it. We'll put this all aside. Of course, I have my pieces cut, and I will have a project sheet with all of the information on how to make this card. There'll be a link below, and if you're on YouTube and if you're in my blog, pspapercrafts.com, you can there'll be a link there as well. So I think I'm going to save this for the inside. I have it aside here. So I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. It almost looks like Christmas, with kind of different colors, Poppy Parade and Pretty Peacock. We'll just put this one over there, and you are going to cut your main card base. So this one I have crushed curry, and then this inside I have is pumpkin pie. So this one I'm doing the large piece with Pretty Peacock, and then this is the Poppy Parade, and that will pick up the colors in here. Okay, so this is 11 by 4 1/4, and then this is 9 3/4 by 3 1/4. So let's get our scoring and cutting tool here, and we'll do our scoring. So we are going to score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So we'll go 2 3/4, and this is easy because both pieces get scored the same. 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And then after that, all you're really doing is layering and adhering once you have all your pieces cut. And I'm not going to go through all the sizes of the pieces. So this also is 2 3/4, and then 5 1/2. And then we're done with this. So I put this down, and then we want to just fold it and burnish. And get my bone folder. So this is your size of your A2 card, and then we're going to fold that one back. And we'll do the same thing with this. We're going to fold it in half. Well, not in half, but fold it on that one. And then fold this one back. And there's like a tricky part when you put this down. I always have to really think about which way I'm putting it. So this is the way it's going to go. Nope. This is the way it's going to go. So before you adhere anything, you want this double Z. See, I had it this way, and it wouldn't work. So you really have to just pay attention when you're putting that piece down. Okay, so now we're going to get our layers. I have white behind everything. If you don't want to have white behind, like if you want to just put this like this, you might want to go up 1/8 of an inch. So I have all of my pieces, like this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then this is 5 1/4 by 4. So if you want that little pop of white, you don't need it, but I always like to add a little pop of white. So let's get our adhesive, and I'm using my liquid glue, and we're just going to glue designer series paper down to white cardstock, basic white, and then onto the card. So this is pretty easy card to make once you have the pieces cut, and the pieces are pretty easy to cut. And just want to mention, this is directional. So when you're laying your pieces, you want to make sure that you don't have your pieces, in the wrong direction. So really pay attention before you cut it. This is really not directional, so it doesn't matter if it was this way or this way. So just kind of match your pieces up. This is my inside piece, so we'll put that aside. And this one goes here. Very simple. I think I made this a couple of years ago with as a Christmas card, and I really like it when a card stands up. If you're sending something to someone and especially if they're in the hospital or something, and they're going to display their card, sometimes they kind of flop down. So this one I like because it stands up nice and strong. So we'll just put this down. And I like my liquid glue because it gives me a chance to get it all lined up and in place. So now this is going here. So let's put this down. Just kind of like a puzzle, you match your pieces up and it should all work out nicely. And I love Poppy Parade. It's such a pretty red. Okay, and then this is the inside piece, but it does show through. So you want to make sure your inside piece is pretty. It's actually the background piece. I don't know if you'd call it the inside piece because there's another inside piece here, right? So that is so pretty. And then this one goes right out here. Simple. It got warm up here in Pennsylvania again. I can't believe it. It's back up. I think it was 82 yesterday or the day before. Kind of crazy weather. It got cool and it was really kind of fall weather, and now we're back to summer weather. So this is going to go like this. Is that right? No. See? I do it wrong every time. But before we put it down, we're going to decorate this. So I have, this is from the contoured scalloped dies. I always say that backwards. I did say it. Scalloped contour dies. So this is the third from the largest, this one. Okay, and it fits very nicely in here. If you don't have these, you're more than welcome to just cut a piece of white. Doesn't matter. You can put a circle here or a label or whatever you want. I just thought this was a pretty look. And we're going to do some stamping with the stamp set. So we're going to use the Modern Garden stamp set, and we're going to do the It's Your Birthday, and we'll do that in Poppy Parade. And this is very busy, so I don't think I want to do too many of the flowers. So let's do the It's Your Birthday right up in the corner. I think it needs to be something very simple. So let's do one of these big flowers, also in Poppy Parade. Right? Oh, I look like I've got a hair on it. Let me just clean this. Some line on it. Okay. Luckily I could see through the stamp. So we'll put this right here. And the inside, I think I will stamp this big circle and stamp it again. Okay. So we'll stamp it and then we'll stamp it again so it's a lighter shade. And let's get this leaf. Let me just get it on. I had a couple of things mounted together. And let's do this in Pretty Peacock. And we'll just do leaf here. Okay, and I'm thinking we need to do something out here, but not a lot. So let's see, we've got these little flowers, but I don't think I really want to do much more. What do you think of that? I feel like it needs to have some white space there, and then we can do some gems. So maybe one more leaf. No, we're just going to leave it. I am just trying to figure it out as we go. So I think that's good, because I think this is a very busy pattern to add much to this, right? So let's put this down, and then we'll put the whole card down. Oh, and we've got to do the inside as well. So I'm going to put this right on here. Let's get these pieces apart. And, you know, I could have popped it up. On the pumpkin, I popped up the pumpkin. So since I don't have anything else, I could have popped this whole thing up, but that's fine. Okay, and then on the inside layer, I thought we could have, there's this little extra strip here. I thought we could just put that down. So this is 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. So let me cut this down to 2 5/8. And then we'll put a sentiment. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the one after the eighth after the half. And this is just a 1/2 inch. It's just a scrap I had left over, and I said, oh, that'll be good on the inside. Okay, and then we're going to do Enjoy Your Special Day. I have that mounted, and we'll do that. That's pretty long, but it fits. So I want to make sure that the stamp is on straight. So instead of, you know, when you put your stamp on your thing, you could have it curved by accident. Just lay it down somewhere and then pick it up, and it will be straight across. And then let's do this also in the Poppy Parade. And I'm just laying this on the bottom before I put it in case I make a mistake. Let's see. I'll adhere it after, but I want to figure out placement. But I don't want to have it down and then I make a mistake and then I have the paper on it. I could just flip it over. All right, so let's put this down. Right on here. You could stamp a flower if you want. There's not a lot of room for writing. And then this will go right in here. I usually use my Stampin' Seal, but I think I'll just put glue on this. My inside layer, I just seem to like to use Stampin' Seal. Okay, so now this is where we have to make sure we put it on the right way. So what I like to do is line it up Let me get rid of this. Kind of make sure it's all equal around. And I'm going to put my fingers here and here. I don't want to go past them with the glue. And you want a strong adhesive. The liquid glue is good. You can use tear and tape. You just don't want to go over here because then the card won't open right. So make sure it's straight and it's centered and all that good stuff. Okay, and now we have to put this down. So now we're just going to put the glue, whatever adhesive you're using. And then we're just going to close the card. And voila! It is kind of a busy pattern. I wasn't sure how it would come out. I think I like this better, but I like them both. I think they're pretty. Let's put some bling on this. So on this one, I used these, I love these. I had to open a new package. The adhesive back sparkle gems. There's like a gold and a white and a black, and I just thought it went really well with this. I was going to use the white on this, but I think we need some kind of pop of color. So let me get something. I decided to use the brushed brass butterflies. I love these. And I thought maybe we can have a small one up here. And then a large one here. And we'll do another small one. Like that. It's your birthday. Enjoy your special day. Thanks so much. So I think this is just a great fold, and I hope you enjoyed it, and try making one of these. Again, the instructions will be below in the project sheet. All right, you take care. Bye.